Hey guys, I'm making this video because about, I would say 2 years ago, I made a video ranting about Verizon getting rid of unlimited data plans and the fact that you weren't able to sign a new 2-year contract and keep your unlimited data. Well, I've done the smart choice, and I've done the thing that most people were telling me, well, why don't you just do it? I switched to T-Mobile. Now, before you guys are like, well, T-Mobile's last place, they're shit. Actually, they're not shit. And I've been using T-Mobile for about a month and a half now. And this is my, let me just make sure, yeah. This is my HTC One. I have 2 of them because my first one was defective. Would constantly drop Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi calling feature would hold on for maybe 10-15 seconds and then drop. So this is going back to T-Mobile. They're doing the one-day shipping thing. So they're exactly the same way Verizon was, where if you had a problem with your phone, you call them up, they'll send you a replacement one, and then you send back the old one. So that's how it worked. So now I have my new HTC One, works flawlessly. The internet is blazing fast on here. I don't know why Google Maps just launched, but I was a big-time hater of Android, and I have to say, Android has definitely impressed me. It used to be shit, and I'm talking about the good old, Droid 2, Droid 3, those days. When Gingerbread was really, and Froyo, when they were really the big players for Android, it was just shit. I tried the HTC Thunderbolt back when it first came out, was a pile of crap. This phone is, the fact that now the Wi-Fi works on this one is flawless. I love this phone. It has such a great build quality. I'll just cover up the serial number. I haven't taken off the sticker yet, but the sound quality on this phone is insane with the boom sound. I also like the what do you call it? The blink feed. I don't know why people hate blink feed. I think it's actually really good. Which there's a lot of news articles, and yeah. So blink feed, I have to say, is really good. Would I like to put stock Android on here? Fuck yeah, because there were things that the new version of Android would support that this particular version doesn't, and this is the 4.1.2. I noticed that scrolling in certain applications is faster on my Nexus 7, which I have the 2013 one. So some of the improvements are not on here. Now, besides the point, let's talk about T-Mobile. Now, this is my last phone that I had on Verizon. This is my Windows phone. This is the Lumia 928. Gorgeous phone. The reason why I'm keeping it is because it has such a sexy camera with Xeon flash and LED. I love this phone. I would never really want to give this thing away. And I have to say, it wasn't a bad OS. Windows Phone is not bad in any respect. I just think, it has some growing up to do. Android does have it beat in some aspects, but it's still a solid phone. But now it came to the point where Verizon and AT&T, yes, they're the big dogs, but they also became very cocky. AT&T not so much, because their network is shit. Everyone knows it's shit. I know it's shit because they used to get 5 drop calls a day on their fucking network. Verizon, no one can ever say Verizon's network is bad. Their network is flawless. It's it's great. I've never had a drop call in the 2.5 years I had their service. But the problem was, right after I switched to their service and LTE first came out, that's when Verizon decided, hey, we're going to get rid of unlimited data. We're gonna force you to get the new data plans, which are the new family share shits, where you share everything. You share unlimited calling, unlimited data, but you have to have a capped data plan because we realize that you're going to use more data than you're going to use texting or calling. So I made a whole rant about this, as I said, about 2 years ago. It's still shit. I think it's a horrible thing that they've done because, it forces users like myself to say, fuck you, and move on. I bought this outright for $600, I think it was like $600 or whatever, because I didn't want to lose my unlimited data. Now, what T-Mobile did, and I have to say, You know what? If you don't believe me, at least try it. The beauty of carriers is you can get a temporary phone number from them, and then just go to Verizon or AT&T, whatever, and you could just forward your calls to the new number. So you don't have to worry about telling your family members, hey, look, I got a new phone. Here's the new number. You don't have to worry about that. Just have everything forwarded. It doesn't forward text messaging, but it does forward all your phone calls. I did that for about a month. They now have it, I think, up to 14 days, so that kind of sucks. But, you put the money down, you get the phone and everything, you get the unlimited. It comes out for this phone altogether for one line, and it comes with, the whole jump plan and everything. It comes out to $90 a month. That's unlimited calling, unlimited texting, unlimited internet, and I'm telling you, it's fucking unlimited. I used, in 30 days, I used almost 15 gigs, and that's higher than I normally would use on Verizon. But it truly is unlimited. They do not throttle you. That's the old T-Mobile. The new T-Mobile doesn't do that. Included is you also get 500 megabytes of hotspot data. You don't pay anything extra for it. And I think that's great. The other great thing is Wi-Fi calling. You're in another country. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can make and receive phone calls as if you're here. And it doesn't cost you anything extra. And I think that's also a great thing. I use the Wi-Fi calling here because where I live now, I get 1 bar of Verizon service. I mean, here I can even show you. I get 1 bar or 2 bars of 3G service. I don't even get LTE down here. And I tend to get the internet here with the T-Mobile service. Now, comparing T-Mobile to Verizon, in many respects, T-Mobile's faster. Why? It's because New York City is their test market for their new LTE 2x10 network, which is the same thing as Verizon. Verizon and AT&T use a 2x10 network for LTE. T-Mobile is going to be the first network to offer 2x20 network, which is going to be, again, twice the speed and twice the capacity that Verizon's LTE network and AT&T's network is going to have. So there are bright prospects for that. I have to say, on average, I get pretty ridiculous speeds. Like, I've done speed tests. I get 30 down, 10 up, 15 up sometimes. I've even done a speed test in a restaurant in New York City against my friend who has the Galaxy S3 for Verizon. We compared LTE speeds. He had one bar of LTE. I had 1 bar of LTE. I had double the speed that he had. Sometimes his speed test would fail. Mine would always consistently work. So I have to say, T-Mobile is definitely getting their shit together. I mean, yes, they're still considered a 4th place carrier, which I have to say, their network is getting there. It's I don't really notice any difference between Verizon and T-Mobile. And as I said, in some cases, T-Mobile came out winning. So definitely give them a shot. Definitely, say, hey, look, this is what I want to do, because the only way you can stick it to Verizon is if you say, hey, look, I'm leaving you. If enough people say I'm leaving you, Verizon will be forced to make changes and cater to us. Now, I spoke to a representative at Verizon. I gave him my shit. I just said, look, I'm sick of this. This is why I left you guys. He says that they're planning to do a tier-based internet speed service for cell phones. I don't think they will. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're claiming they can make it where it's like Cablevision. You get 15.2 down and up, or you could pay extra and get 30 down, 5 up. It's harder because when it comes to wireless, there's so many variables that you don't have to account for with a hardwired connection. But I do see it as a better alternative. Would I switch back to Verizon if they have unlimited data? Of course I would. If they offered that again, I would definitely switch back. But right now, they're assholes. They're screwing people over with capped data plans. And I'm glad that T-Mobile's the only one out there saying, "Hey, look, you know what? No caps whatsoever." It's not like, "Oh, you have to be on LTE for this to count or anything." No, if you're on 2G, their so-called 4G, which is HSPA plus, or LTE, it doesn't matter. Data is data. They will not cap you. And I looked on my account. Literally, what they consider unlimited is 10 terabytes a month. So if you manage to use 10 terabytes a month on your phone, then it's not unlimited. But literally, it says on there 10 terabytes before they'll start throttling you. And I never use 10 terabytes. Even on my home connection, I use maybe a terabyte or so a month. But yeah, 10 terabytes a month is unlimited for T-Mobile, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So take care, guys. Look out for future videos. I'm going to be making a lot more videos. I do have a podcast coming out. The whole live thing didn't happen because, life gets in the way. But, yeah. So if you guys have any questions about T-Mobile, definitely drop a comment below, and I'll definitely, answer them. But yeah, I'm happy with HTC One. I really think it's a good looking phone. I'm not a fan of Beats audio. I turn it off whenever I connect my headphones to it, but it definitely makes the built-in speakers sound excellent. So take care, guys.